Hi there, it's Aussie 123 Outdoors here. Um, just want to do a quick video on obviously what a lot of people like to talk about and ask, especially on YouTube there. About what sort of knives you use and carry. Well, for me, I'm not really a big sort of knife fan, or a bit of a knife nut or anything. I think you really just sort of should have knives that are practical to use. For the purpose that obviously they're designed to use. So the only knives I've got are the six here that you see in front of you, and basically what I do, I'll talk you through each one. Obviously the first one we got down the bottom here is a Leatherman skeletool. Obviously everyone knows, have heard of Leatherman. Basically I brought this really to go in my kind of EDC bag that I can use when I go to work. Like I say, it's probably not the greatest Leatherman they make, but I really kind of bought it really for its design. It looks a little bit different than most of your average Leatherman tools. What has it got? Like I say, there's only about 7 tools on this. Like I say, you got a couple of pairs of pliers, some wire cutters, a bottle opener that also acts as your kind of belt clip as well. You've also got a hole there you can slip a ring onto if you wanted to, and then it has 2 interchangeable. You've got a Phillips head one there. Basically, you just got a little bit lever here that pushes up to change that. So you've got 2 Phillips, and then you have that's tucked away in the handle there as well, 2 flathead driver bits. It's a very nice knife. Like I say, it does come with a knife. It's probably only maybe that against again the Gerber is quite easy that you can actually use single-handedly to kind of open and close the blade on it. Out of all of those, that, believe it or not, is the most expensive knife, and that is kind of retailing at about $62.99. It's also got the smallest blade on it. It's only about 6.6 centimeters long, and like I say, it is quite heavy at just over 5 ounces. But also, again, like I say, with most Leatherman tools, it does come with a 25-year guarantee on it. After that, we've got the Victorinox Adventurer in black. You're probably saying, oh, they should be red, but yeah, they do come in other colours, and I've got this one in black. This retail price for this is $23.45. Again, got a slightly bigger blade on it, but it does have more functions on it. So you obviously got a knife, you've got a can opener there, small flathead, bottler opener this end with a larger flathead, and then on the back it's got a Phillips screwdriver and a punch there, and also tucked around the handle we have a toothpick, and if I can get them out, a little pair of tweezers. Okay, so going on from that, I've got a Gerber Remix fine edge knife. This retails at roughly about $29.99. The item number actually is 22-41968. The blade length on that is 75mm and kind of weighs 4.2 ounces. So, like I say, again, that's a nice light knife. It's probably one of my favourite knives actually. I do use this a lot when I'm out because it is kind of just handy. It's got a nice handle there that you can, like I say, slip your finger through, and also has a nice little kind of grooved edge there that you can kind of rest your thumb on. Only thing I will say about it, when I kind of got them out today to bring them all on, I did notice that the very tip of the blade was actually kind of bent slightly, and there was a slight little curve in it. But I did actually manage to just straighten it out with the pliers on the old Leatherman there. So yeah, I'm not saying that's probably not the best kind of made blade there is, but it is sharp. Like I say, it's a nice, it's a good edge on it, and it does do, like I say, it's kind of handy if you're just making things like pegs for your basher, or if you're just cutting some cord. It's a good knife for that, and also it has not only can you put obviously a key ring through it, but it's got a little clip there to clip onto your belt, just slide onto your belt, and that's one of the features I do like about it. Okay, and from the Gerber, this is actually the newest knife. I bought this last week, so I haven't really used this much. But this is the Mora Classic number 2-0. A lovely little knife. Bought this really to do kind of skinning and gutting really. It's probably it's described by them more as a woodworker's knife, and I could see why. It's, like I say, it's very small, but it's again very light. Blade length on that is 75mm, and it's made from the carbon steel blade. So again, it's going to be very strong. Like I say, it's also very sharp. It came, like I say, I haven't used it or sharpened it at all, but it is very sharp. Only things I would say about it, the handle is made from red ochre birch. I do find it a little bit kind of, I suppose, what's the best word I maybe to describe it? There's not a lot of grip, I don't find, to it. I find, it kind of, your fingers can kind of slide over it quite easily. So I may make some adjustments to it, and just try and put a little bit of a rough edge on it, just so it feels a bit kind of safer and more secure, I think, in your hand. It does come with its own sheath, little plastic sheath there. Again, not really a fan of that, and I think I'll look to getting a nice leather sheath made for that, because I think it'll look look a lot nicer in a nice leather sheath rather than that plastic. Okay, on to the only British made knife here, and that's a Jackpike 3.5-inch Leatherman fixed blade. Again, that just comes in a a little sheath, little kind of cloth sheath itself. Blade in millimeters, it's 80mm, let's say 3.5 inches long. And is made from 440 stainless steel. So I did kind of try and find some information about it on the web and that, so I could maybe describe it a bit better, but there wasn't really a great deal on there. It does obviously come with a couple of extra features. It's got some obviously a couple of holes here, so you could if you wanted to secure that to a to a pole or something, and that use it as a spear if you ever needed to. But they do say that the blade can be sharpened up extremely well. I mean, again, it is another sharp edge on it, and there is like I say, it's quite a nice little thickness, quite a nice little knife. Okay, finally, we'll come on to the Ka-bar USMC knife. Now this knife, as you can see, has had a little bit of wear and tear. I was lucky enough to purchase this from somebody else, someone that I subscribed to on YouTube. Chap's name's Luke, and his site is Outdoor Enthusiast 101. I will, if you do, go and have a look at his site and that. He makes some absolutely great videos, and he's kind of inspired me a little bit actually to kind of start making my own videos as well. Anyway, a little bit about this. They normally retail roughly about $69.95, but like I say, I was lucky enough. Luke was selling off some gear. He was trying to buy himself a new water filter, and he wasn't using it. I was looking to get a slightly larger knife that I could use for obviously chopping wood, splitting wood, and that weren't going to kind of break when I did it. So it's like I say, it came along at the right time for me, this knife. I must admit, Luke has absolutely looked after this impeccably. It's razor sharp. The leather had been looked after. He's oiled the leather as well, and like I say, he's looked after it extremely well. The blade itself is made from parkerized high carbon steel, so again, that's going to be a nice strong steel. And the angle there at the cut, they reckon it's been cut at 20 degrees for that. So basically that is my knife collection at the moment. There is one more that I'm hoping to purchase at a later date, but it's going to be basically it's going to be a custom made knife, and you have to order it. And basically what I do once I've got that, I'll make a video on that and let you have a look at that. But well, I hope you enjoyed those. If you want to leave me a comment, or let me know what if you think any of them are any good and ideal for bushcraft. Like I say, I'd be happy to hear from you. So leave me a comment or send me a message. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.